everyone. So I have decided to go through my makeup collection and pick out some items that I really just want to use up and get rid of. Products that I've, for the most part, haven't really liked, or I've just found other items that I just like that little bit more using. So I'm going to be starting up. It's typically called a Project 10 pan, but I've chosen quite a few items to try and get through. Some of these products I don't exactly hate. They either just don't work for me or I don't reach for them, and I'm wanting to just try and keep in my makeup collection items that I just really enjoy, that I like using. These are just items that have stuck out to me for quite a while, that are just taking me a really long time to try and get through. I'm going to start my Project 10 pan as of tomorrow, which is the 13th of July. I'm going to give myself a deadline of 2 months to try and at least use up as many products as I can, or at least make a dent on them or hit pan. I will go through and just show you guys. Now, what I've decided to do is, because I have quite a lot of makeup, is I'm going to keep these items in this container and leave it on my makeup table so that I physically see the items and reach for them, because I think if I go ahead and put all these things back where I got them from, I'm just going to forget that they're there and not use them. There is a lot to try and get through. I'm not sure how I'm going to go. So one of the first items, now this was actually in a Project pan a while ago and I still haven't finished it up. This is the Benefit Hoola bronzer. I got this a few years ago now, and I got it, this is just a mini size, and I'm pretty sure it's the mini size. It is 8 grams or 0.28 fluid ounces. I got this out of a Christmas set, and when I was using it, I absolutely loved it. But I have so many bronzers now that I really need to get through. This one is just one of those bronzers that I just want to get rid of. I've had it for so long, I want to use it up and get rid of. And the lid is basically broken. It's just had it. Now, it did end up cracking. So when I hit pan on it, it ended up cracking on me. And so what I've done is I've crushed all the powder. So it's like a bronzer, but as a loose powder. So it's a bit annoying, but I didn't want to just throw it out because, you know, Benefit products are expensive. So hopefully it shouldn't take too long to finish off the rest of this, because I do love using bronzer. And I pretty much use it every single time I do my makeup. That is the first one. Now I have another bronzer. This is another one I've had a really long time. This is the MAC bronzer in Golden, and I have hit pan on this one. Do a swatch of this one. So that's it there. Now it's really hard to sort of show up on my skin, but it does give just a really nice flush to the cheeks. I got this out of one of the very first collections I ever bought from MAC. I think it was like By the Shore or By the Beach. It was something like that, and I got it because of the packaging. I also picked it up, I think at the time I didn't have any other bronzers and I had no idea about MAC, so I just decided to pick that one up. So I've had it for quite a while. What I will do when I finished it is I will take the pan out and, you know, buy another bronzer or another powder from MAC and just replace it so I can keep the compact, because it is really adorable. I love MAC packaging like this. So this is just one, I just don't reach for it because there's others I like more and I just want to get rid of it. Now another product I've got is by Rimmel. This is the Stay Matte Press Powder in 001 Transparent. When I first got this powder, you can see I've hit pan massively. I just need to finish up the edges. When I first got this, I didn't like it at all. I felt like it gave me like a white cast over my skin and I just didn't like it. And as I was sort of trying to use it up, I sort of started to not mind it. I think it's the only time I don't like using this is in summer when I have a bit of a tan, because I feel like it does lighten your skin. But for winter, it's a really nice powder. So I thought perfect timing to try and use this baby up. it shouldn't take too long to finish up those edges, but I just want it gone. I wouldn't repurchase this one again. So another powder I've been trying to get rid of for so long is this MAC Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in Medium Plus. Now this is another one I've basically hit pan on. You can even see the crisscross plastic indentation at the bottom. So I just need to take a bit of time to finishing it off and just getting rid of it. This is a product I really didn't like. I feel like for oily skin, it made my skin look really cakey whenever I used it. So yeah, probably not something I would repurchase. The color match is pretty perfect though, for NW, I think I'm an NW20. So now I've got a Laura Mercier product. I think that's how it said, Laura Mercier. This is Secret Camouflage SC4. So this is basically a duo concealer. Now I bought this from the hype of Candy Johnson when she used this all the time to sculpt out her cheeks and conceal, and I got suckered into it and I purchased it, and it was really expensive and it is horrible. I really don't like this concealer. I have like a hair on the end of my nose. Yeah, I really don't like it. It is a really dry formula. Like you have to really push your fingers in to get the concealer, and it's just, that's those two there. It's just not the kind of concealers that I like using. So that's those two there. And this darker concealer is just a horrible shade. They're really not nice shades at all. So I just want to try and get a bit of a dent. I want to try and push myself to use this because I just don't want to throw it out and waste it. So I'm going to have to just see how I go. Maybe try and use the darker shade for some contouring before bronzer, maybe as an eyeshadow base. Maybe I can use the lighter one for a bit of concealing. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just want to try and get rid of that one. Now I've got another concealer. This is by Napoleon Perdis, and this is the Pro Palette Concealer. So this is one of those concealers that have the trio colors, so you know, for under eye circles and concealing, etc. The third shade here was an exact match to my skin tone, so I use that all the time to sort of do touch-ups and around my nose. I think I even used it for under my eyes before I got my MAC Pro Longwear, and it's perfect. I love the consistency. But I was left with the really light shade and the really dark shade that I used every now and again, but I really didn't use very often. I did have another one of these, but I threw it out, and it was the same deal. I had these two left over. So I just want to try and use these guys up. Again, maybe using it as an eyeshadow base or for a contour or highlight, things like that. Because again, this was a really expensive product, so I want to try and finish them up. And the other concealer I've got is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles in the shade Light. Now, when I bought this, I got a color way too light. In winter, I'm hoping I can get away with using it because it's a beautiful concealer. I typically buy the one in medium, and I love using it for under the eyes, you know, for all over spot concealing around the nose. I love it. So it's just the shade. This is just a little bit too light for me for most of the year. So I want to try and make the most of winter and get it up and used. Now I've got another cheek product, and this is by MAC. Now this was from the Liberty of London collection, I believe, and I absolutely love the packaging on this. I don't know what I'm going to do when I do use it up because it is just so beautiful. This is a blush in Prim and Proper. Again, this is a product that I did buy when I didn't really know about makeup. I didn't know about shades and what things suited me and which ones didn't, and I just decided to get this because of, I don't know, it looking the most natural, I guess. And it's just one of those products that I just don't reach for. So it's a really nice, pretty, natural blush. I just don't reach for it. There's others that I just like a lot more. So it's just sort of like a rosy, dusty kind of pink color. It's not too pigmented and it's not too bright or dark. So it's just a perfect everyday natural blush color. Again, I'm not sure what I will do with the packaging. I definitely want to keep it, but let me know if you guys have repurposed any MAC packaging, what you do with them, to give me some ideas. Now, I've got a lot of MAC products in this video. The next one is a brow gel. So this is the MAC Brow Set in Clear. And again, this is a product I've had for a really long time. It is the only brow setting gel that I've ever used. So it has lasted me a really long time. I've basically almost finished it up. I just need to get everything out of this top end and down here and use it all up and finish it up. And I'm so close at almost getting rid of it all. But I just want to try and get the very last remnants out of it. The other MAC item I've got is my MAC Fix Plus. I have started to really enjoy using this as a spray for my face before foundation, and also to use when I'm applying foundation, just to help smooth it over my face. But the only reason that I enjoy it at the moment is because we're in winter, and the fact that my skin is a lot drier than it normally is. I can use a lot of other products to do this that are a lot cheaper, like Scandinavia setting sprays, Urban Decay setting sprays, etc. So again, this is a product that, you know, I bought because of the hype, and I do really like it, but I don't think I'd ever repurchase it. As you can see, I've almost finished it up, so I want to try and get rid of him as well. And the last are lip products. So I basically picked out quite a few. I did pick extras only because I figured that if I was trying to finish up products, I wanted to try and have a little bit of a variety in case, you know, I didn't want a brown lip, or I didn't want a pink lip, or I didn't want something glossy, etc. So I've got 5 of them, and they're a whole range. So the first one is a sample, and this came with, I believe it was the Naked 2 palette, I'm not sure, but this is Urban Decay Lip Junkie in the shade Naked. So it's a little mini sample. This is just one of those sort of lip glosses that smell minty. I think they taste and they feel like minty. It's meant to plump your lips, but it's just something that I never ever use. And I know that if I let it sit there and don't dedicate time, I will never ever finish this off, and I just want to get rid of it. It's a little baby one, so hopefully it won't take too long to get rid of. The other one I've got, and I believe I actually got this as a free gift in an order that I placed either off Beauty Bay or Adore Beauty, and it's by Stila, and it's part of a Barbie edition, I'm not sure, but it's a Lip Enamel Luxe Gloss. It doesn't tell me what the shade is. I think it was something like watermelon or something like that. Yeah, I really like the smell of this. I don't particularly like the formula though, because it is a bit sticky. It's kind of like those real sort of glunky lip glosses, and I don't like it. I really like the color though. So yeah, it's just another one. I've got so many lip glosses. I just want to try and get rid of that one. Now, another lip product I've had for quite a while is from YSL. Now, this is a Yves Saint Laurent Gloss Volupte, and this is in the shade 6. So again, I'm not really quite sure what this one is called, but it's like a lipstick, but it is definitely more of a gloss. So it reminds me quite a bit of the Rouge Volupte Shines, like the formulation of it. Bit of swatch, but it is so sheer. So it's just a really nice glossy lip gloss basically. Now again, smells beautiful, it feels beautiful on the lips, it's really slippery, but I've had it for quite a while and I just want to try and use it up so I can get rid of it. I'll just give these guys a swatch so you guys can see the colour. Now, one of the things I hate with this Stila, it's like a click up top, but it doesn't click. So you never know where the product is and how much is there, and the amount of times that I push and push and push, and all of a sudden it all starts coming out. So it kind of scares me. It's starting. Still going. I'm so scared it's just going to start pouring out everywhere on me. So yeah, this is a really beautiful colour and I think it's going to look beautiful in winter. But the formula of it is just so sticky. Yep, and now it's seriously pouring out everywhere. I knew that was going to happen. So that is the Steeler one. And yeah, as you can see, it's just pouring out everywhere at the moment. I absolutely hate lip glosses and lip products that are like this. That is going to be so annoying to use up, seriously. And the Urban Decay one. And again, the Urban Decay one is just a formula I really don't like. It's just really sticky and I don't particularly like peppermint kind of scents and, you know, feeling ones. I don't know, but that's the Urban Decay one. Now the other two, the first one I've got is a Burt's Bees. This is more of like a tinted lip balm. And this is in the colour Honeysuckle. It's just one of those products I just never ever reach for. And it is really nice on the lips. It feels smoothing, it's not drying or anything. It's just a natural kind of like a browny orange. But again, it's just not something that I ever reach for. And the last one is from Napoleon Perdis, and this is a Lip Patrol in Brown Sugar. So it's just, this is more of like a brownie nude, and I just never ever reach for this. This one isn't too bad on the lips though, because it is a bit more sheer. It's like a shimmery kind of brownie nude. But yeah, one of those ones I just want to try and get rid of. So they are all the lip products. I've got a lot to get through. That is my project pan. Wish me luck. Yeah, as I said, as I was going through a lot of these makeup items, I got inspired by watching a few videos and I thought, you know what, there's so many makeup products or items that I've got that I don't mind or are okay, and then there's others that I've used a few times and I don't like them or I don't prefer them for whatever reason. And when you've got a lot of makeup, you don't want to throw it out, you really want to try and use it up. But when you have so much, it's really difficult to try and finish things. That is what I'm going to start. Now, if you want to join me, feel free. You know, it's a perfect way of, you know, really motivating yourself to finish products up. So join me along and let me know how you go. And I will make sure to do some updates through my progress to show you guys how I'm going with everything, and, you know, to give you guys an idea of how my products are finishing up. And then I'll do an update at the very end. I will make sure to put together a playlist, so I'll have any updates I do as of July, so Project Pan July 2014. I'll make sure to link all these together so that way you can check them all out if you want to watch the progress as I go. Yeah, so I hope you guys liked watching this video. If you've got any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.